Yeah. My computer something, just wait. No, David Abelardo not here, right? And Luis. Robert is here, David Abelardo not here. And Daniel Arturo. Alberto Escobedo. Okay.
Teacher, excuse
Oh.
me.
Yes.
I am Israel Flores. I'm present. I can problem with my connection.
Okay. No, okay. Yes, I'm checking you in.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, people, what we do now, we just stay online, okay? Because right now, physically, I'm in office. Now I'm going to go to laboratorio and using my iPad, I'm going to connect again to Teams platform, and we are going to do some activities in laboratorio. It's first time I will try to make it to use camera, and we will see if we can do anything. Just now I'm going to like sign out, but you stay, okay? You stay here, don't go anywhere. Say yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And in 5 minutes, I'm going to sign in again, and we are going to continue in the laboratory. Okay, can you hear me, people?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes, teacher.
Now I'm going to turn on camera. So can you see Equipo?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but for me, kind of not really. Okay. Okay, at least we will try to do something. So this one is Equipo, it's wind tunnel. This side it's intake, and it's here. This one is testing area. Here we install some formulas, some geometry to make to collect data like dynamic data, and to collect this data we are using two pitot static tubes, uno, dos, and each of them they using dos popota like uno, dos, and uno, dos, or this one, both of them statica. And this popotus is pitot static tubes is connected to the manometers. One manometer, dos manometer. And all how to use manometers, we are going to investigate next class. Manometers and calculations of the data, we are going to make next class. For today, I'm going just to show in general how to use this Equipo and how to turn on and turn off, and that's it. So very first, this Equipo is, if you can see here, see TQ AF100 subsonic wind tunnel. It's subsonic. It's velocity of the air moving inside this testing area, inside this wind tunnel is subsonic, less than speed of sound. To make it easy for you to understand, it's velocity just about
Yes, teacher.
maximum. Yes? Question? Can
No,
you
no,
hear?
no. Yes,
No?
we can hear you, teacher.
Okay. So here maximum velocity about 120 kilometers per hour here in this wind tunnel. So wind tunnel, it's using electrical power, and the electrical power, it goes here. See? This connected cable here, and it goes to electrical motor, and here how it looks like wind tunnel inside. Before to start any activities with wind tunnel, we have to open window for this wind tunnel. Now I'm going to open. Just wait. So you can see now, right, in front, Avanika. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, teacher.
So this one, I opened window, and this is Avanico that it's rotating and creating air movement through this channel. And here, all control panel all control panel is here. Just if I put like that, yes, you can see. Yeah, like that. So what we have here, this is power. We have to turn on clockwise, counterclockwise to, no, clockwise to turn on power, general for this device. And this switch for manual or for computer. When it's manual, we have to use these manometers to take measurements and to collect data. When it's switching to computer, so all this data like velocity, pressure, everything we can see on the computer screen. Computer option we can use when you're doing like real experiments, for example, for titulation project or for the article, we can use computer. But for the class laboratory, we are going to use manual, analog tools like a manometer based on hour, manometer based on hour, and making some calculation. This verde, it's to start avanica, and rojo is to stop. Rojo we can stop anytime. This one, if you can see this one, black one, it's we are increasing or decreasing RPM of the avanica. When it's like all the way on the minimum, even if we turn on power, our if avanica is on zero, we are not going to see any rotation. There is no any movement of the air. To create movement of the air through this wind tunnel, we have to turn on power, we have to press verde, and after we have to increase this RPM, for example, for 100, 200, and maximum 300. How I how I know that it's 100, 200? See this, if you can see, it's rojo linea. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, here rojo linea, it's a reference point that it's like kind of on zero here, and one full rotation, it's 100%. Two full rotation, 200%, and maximum it's 300%. You cannot move it mass. And this is rotation RPM of the avanica. And for example, we are installing some device here in testing area, making some angle of attack. After we turn on avanica like verde and increasing RPM. For example, 100% RPM, and we're collecting data using this. Where is it? It's, yeah, you cannot see, right? Using this manometers uno and manometer dos. So now I'm just going to turn on equipo, and we will see in movement. I turn on power, and you heard like a little bit noise, right? And this is green light on, it means that it's power on. But because of I didn't push verde, it's no noise on you anymore. Now I push verde. You can hear some noise, but if you see, Avanika doesn't rotate. Avanika doesn't rotate. ¿Por qué? Porque here on 0. Now to make rotation Avanika, I have to increase RPM. And when it's on 0, please pay attention. Manometer here on 0 and manometer here also on 0. So 0, 0. ¿Por qué? Porque just static pressure shows this manometer because no flujo, no dynamica. Now to create some dynamica, I'm increasing RPM. So I'm rotating this one. For example, I move to 50% and we can see just a little bit. If you can see, just wait. See here, a little bit moving. And what happened here? Can you see Avanika rotating?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but it's here position just 50%. Now I'm going to make 100%. See, more noise. And now we can see manometer. See, manometer. It moves on 10 millimeter up. Here also moves on, actually it's 10 millimeters because it's just below 0. Can you see changes in manometer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's this manometer, this manometer. Porque those manometers, I'm going to explain you next class. Now just general technique, how to use equipo. Now we can see. See, it's now it's rotating Avanika. And now we can feel that it's, you cannot, but I can feel that it's air blowing. Now back to panel. Now I'm increasing RPM. Just remember this, see, manometer, 10 millimeters, right? Can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'm increasing RPM 100 millimeter, and you can see if manometer changes. This manometer and this manometer also. Now 200 RPM. Let's go to 300 RPM. To stop any time, for example, you are going to set up something different. We can press just this one, rojo. Press, and manometer still remains, it's RPM still remains on 250, but manometer, see, it's Avanika off, manometer goes back to 0. This one I have to adjust to 0. It's a little bit less. So why we using? So see, now it's velocity is 0 in wind tunnel. Manometer shows 0. Porque remember, total pressure is equal static pressure plus dynamic pressure. As soon as 0 movement, it means that it's 0 velocidad. There is no dynamica. There is no movement. So there is no dynamic pressure. It means that it's total pressure equal just static pressure. So here it shows like static pressure now. And here also shows static pressure. ¿Por qué dos manometers? Porque in testing area, here in testing area, we have pitot static tube 1 here and pitot static tube 2. From each pitot static tube, this popote connected to separate manometer. That's why we are collecting data for the first manometer, second manometer. Example, here I'm going to show you, just wait. See, this pitot tube and this pitot static tube, it goes up and it goes up. And here between this one and this one, we have some airfoil former, some device. For example, prototype of car, avion, or like coffee maker, whatever. We can install here any former and turn on our Nika, and we are going to control airflow just in front of our solid and just after of our solid. So, and we can make analysis like about airflow before avion and airflow after avion. Changing angle of attack again before avion, after avion. Changing RPM again before avion and after avion. And all this information goes to manometer 1 and manometer 2. Collecting this data from manometer 1 and manometer 2, we are using some very simple mathematics, calculating velocity, calculating pressure, calculating coefficient of pressure, and also we can using this device. Just can you see? Just wait. This one we can install, and also we can use it to measure, just wait, to measure drag force, arrastre. But also arrastre force, we can calculate from data that we are going to get from manometer 1, manometer 2. So testing area and this control unit. In control unit, the most important things, it's those manometers. And in these manometers, data from these manometers let us to calculate all aerodynamic parameters. And to get temperature, it's here, just wait. Can you see?
Yes, teacher.
So this is manual, like not digital. And here we can see temperature.
Teacher, we can see you. We can't see you now.
Lo sacó.
F.
F en el chat.
Fuga.
F.
Esta clase sí se estaba poniendo perra, güey, la neta.
Oigan, una pregunta. Bueno, no es pregunta. La semana pasada yo le dije al profe, le di la idea de que hiciera algo como una transmisión o sea, que diera al laboratorio. Entonces, pero quizás él no me entendió. Yo le dije que yo le podía ayudar en hacer eso, porque creo que él está con su tablet y pues se va moviendo y se mira, se mueve mucho la imagen. Entonces, no sé si ahorita al final alguien me pudiera ayudar a traducirle, porque por lo visto creo que le di la idea, pero como que no me expliqué bien, pues.
O sea, que tú fueras o cómo, güey.
Sí, que él fuera y que
Sí.
él grabara al profe, ¿no?
O sea, tú serías el camarógrafo.
Sí, sí,
Tú
igual.
serías el Freddy de Ay, Silva.
Bueno, esa fue la idea que yo le di, pero como que sí agarró la idea de transmitir, de hacerla, de poner su cámara, pero no conmigo, ¿saben? Entonces como que en esa parte no me entendió. O a lo mejor no quiso, no sé.
Pero es que creo que no los están dejando llevar raza, ¿no? Se había dicho que
Sí,
no.
Simón es ese pedo, güey, que no pueden
Ah,
llevar
ya.
alumnos ni nada de ese, güey.
De por sí
Hola.
batalló para que fuera nada más ir al laboratorio. Imagínate llevar un alumno.
Oh, va, acá. Ok, con razón. Va.
Comenta mejorado. ¿Qué opinas?
El Mex se la come.
Chúpala, impostor.
Ahorita mandamos un
Dos.
correo para que le den chance, no me habían dicho. No.
El Maca es el impostor, fúnenlo a él.
Luis, feliz cumpleaños.
No mames, güey, te
Gracias.
atrasaste
Por 3,
por
güey.
3 días, mamón.
Ahora toca el
Cumple
Mau, güey,
Luis.
ahora toca el Mau.
Cumpleaños
Ahora
la semana
se-
pasada, güey, toda pena.
No, güey, fue ayer, ¿no?
Ah, güey, la semana
Antier,
pasada.
güey. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? ¿Pega el 16 o no?
Hay coronavirus.
Jalo, güey, jalo.
Coronavirus.
Nada que un cubrebocas no tape, güey.
Con la botella roja y la brillantina.
Buena esa. En la alberca.
Y al final subiéndonos al techo. Nos lanzamos del techo de la alberca.
Y con un güey sin manos.
Y sin lentes. Y
Ya
3,000 varos.
ya el viernes.
¿Se va a hacer o no se va a hacer?
¿Es un jueguito funador mientras o qué?
Jaló.
Comparten el código.
Arre, déjame ir por mi phone, pues. Yo le entro.
Deja hago la sala y comparto pantalla,
Arre,
güey.
pues.
Inténtate un directo desde temprano, Mike.
Les digo el código, ¿qué? Es CDPO.
CBPO.
C de casa.
Escríbelo.
Ponle en
va
el
que-
chat, mándalo ahí al chat, güey. Todos modos, pues no
¿Sí
creo que
sabes escribir? ¿Sí sabes
Mándalo a
escribir?
chat. ¿Y en qué servidor?
Escribir ese, güey.
¿Mayúsculas o qué? Bueno, no
¿Qué
importa.
servidor? ¿Qué servidor?
Según yo es Norteamérica, güey.
Cabrón, ¿cómo?
Luego le pegó, ya entró.
Güey, me imagino el profe estar explicando, güey. A huevo y entro Itachi.
CDPO.
Arre, que faltan
Ya.
dos.
Ya,
Sí, se mamó ese, güey.
¿Ya viste, güey? Soy dúo barra, güey. Pancho móvil, güey.
¿Qué falta uno? ¿Quién se anima o qué?
Ando jalando, güey, si no, con gusto.
Usted ni trabaja, güey.
Pues.
Pues no,
Aguántala. Dímelo. El código. CDPO. Arre, es que me saqué esta madre.
ahí está escrito en el chat, mijo. Te las pilas, porfa.
Ya esté.
Arre, dale.
Mutense.
Empezó el pendejo.
People, I am here. I was speaking, explaining, and after I figure out that there is no internet, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we tell you, but like you were off in the.
No, I was off. I never recognized that I was off because of internet. in laboratory, like internet suddenly like went off, and so
All right.
so now just about this equipo. See, people, we must to have laboratory to make you to better understand aerodynamica. And I will try my the best. I do it again and again in laboratory, this kind of activities, even like internet problem or camera problem, still we have to complete at least uno or dos laboratoria. And I'm going to help you as much as I can. And from today, what is important to understand? This equipo very first, it's actually it's good condition, subsonic, maximum velocity 120 kilometers per hour. So what is principle of the laboratory? In this testing area, where is like plastic window, we install airfoil, and very first airfoil at 0 degree angle of attack. Next, we are turning on like electrica. After that, we press verde, and now avanica on, and we increasing RPM, for example, like 200 RPM or 300 RPM. And now at 0 angle of attack on the manometer 1 and manometer 2. What does it mean, manometer 1, manometer 2? Manometer 1, it's pitot static tube in front of airfoil. Manometer 2, it's pitot static tube behind, it's after airfoil. And in these two reference points, in front and behind, we are measuring airflow. And we are measuring pressure, total pressure, static pressure. And using this data, total pressure, static pressure, we can calculate velocity of the airflow in front of the airfoil and behind of the airfoil. Now we are changing angle of attack. Changing angle of attack, and again, we are taking measurement of the manometers in front and behind airfoil for 100 RPM, for 200 RPM, for 300 RPM. So after that, again, changing angle of attack, again, collecting data, taking measurement, changing angle of attack, again, collecting measurement. And after, we are going to have some massive data that we can use some special formula. Next class, I'm going to explain in details how works pitot static tube with these our manometers in our wind tunnel. How to collect data, how it works. Next, which formula we have to use to make some calculation to get, for example, velocity, to get coefficient of pressure, to calculate drag force, arrastra force, and lift force. But this one I explain you in next laboratory class. But for today, just if you, in general, if you understand something in very, very general manner, it's still it's good than better than nothing, right? So
yes, teacher.
Yes,
so
yes.
for today, no necessity to make any report. It's just like today, next laboratory class, it's also going to be no reporter. Just you have just to pay attention and to try to understand as much as possible from the about this equipment. And after, for example, next class, like again, like pitot static tubes, and after I'm going to make like laboratory uno with, I'm going to install under camera, I'm going to install airfoil former in testing area. I'm going to show you how to read angle of attack, and we are going to run some process, and all of us, we are going to write down data from the manometer 1 and manometer 2, and after we are going to make some calculation, and after you have to make a report. But it's not today, not next class, after next class it's going to be. But still, people, I'm so sorry that we cannot do this laboratory like better, because see, some like really reasons because we cannot control this situation. Sometimes it's locked. Sometimes, see how it happened today. It was just internet off. We couldn't continue, but still we have to try to do as much as possible. Any questions for today?
Teacher.
Yes.
Israel was talking that what if you had someone that assists you during the practices, someone that can
yes,
record while you're explaining?
Yes, I ask. I'm going to speak today once again. If we can do it. Okay. Okay. Lunas, I'm going to tell you. Okay.
Okay.
If somebody can assist me, and it's of course it's much more better. Okay, Lunas, I will tell you. Okay.
Teacher.
So
okay, teacher.
Now, thank you very much to attending this class, and see you Lunes, correct? Lunes we have theory class.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, people.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
have a
Bye.
nice day.
Teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
See you, teacher.
Bye.
See you, teacher.
See you.
Teacher,
Yes, David.
I'll wait. I'll wait for the class.
What do you say?
Llegué, entré un poquito tarde.
Okay. So, David Abelardo, you are here. I'm checking you in.
Okay.
You in. What about Daniel Arturo and Alberto Escobedo? Alberto Escobedo, he was here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, teacher, see you lunes.
Okay. See you lunes, Israel, see you lunes.
See you, teacher. Thank you.
Carlos, see you.
Okay, teacher, see you.
See you.